Bacon is often seen as the epitome of indulgence, with its irresistible aroma, crispy texture, and savory flavor. For those following the carnivore diet, a high-fat, zero-carb eating plan that focuses solely on animal products, bacon seems like a natural fit. Its combination of fat and protein, along with its rich taste, fits well within the high-fat, low-carb profile that the carnivore diet promotes. However, despite its popularity and undeniable taste, there are several health risks and concerns associated with incorporating bacon regularly into the carnivore lifestyle, particularly when considering long-term health effects. One of the most significant concerns with bacon is its high content of saturated fat. Saturated fat is often associated with an increased risk of heart disease because it raises low-density lipoprotein, LDL, cholesterol, or bad cholesterol in the bloodstream. Elevated LDL levels can contribute to the buildup of plaque in the arteries, leading to atherosclerosis and increasing the risk of heart attacks, strokes, and other cardiovascular diseases. While there is ongoing debate about the degree to which saturated fat directly influences heart disease, the general consensus among health experts is that excessive consumption of saturated fat should be avoided to maintain good cardiovascular health. Bacon, being a highly processed and fatty meat, is a prime example of a food that can contribute to these risks when eaten regularly as part of the carnivore diet. Moreover, bacon is a processed meat, and consuming processed meats has been linked to an increased risk of several serious health conditions, including colorectal cancer. The process of curing bacon often involves the use of nitrates and nitrites, preservatives that help extend shelf life and enhance flavor. However, when these chemicals are metabolized by the body, they can form potentially carcinogenic compounds known as nitrosamines. These compounds have been shown to increase the risk of certain cancers, particularly colorectal cancer. The International Agency for Research on Cancer, IRC, part of the World Health Organization, WHO, classifies processed meats like bacon as a Group 1 carcinogen, meaning there is sufficient evidence to conclude that they can cause cancer in humans. Regular consumption of bacon, therefore, could increase the long-term risk of developing cancer, particularly for those who follow a carnivore diet that includes bacon on a daily or frequent basis. Another issue with bacon on the carnivore diet is its lack of nutritional diversity. While bacon provides protein and fat, it lacks many essential vitamins and minerals that are abundant in plant-based foods. The carnivore diet, by its nature, excludes fruits, vegetables, grains, and legumes, foods that are rich in fiber, antioxidants, and other vital nutrients. For instance, bacon contains virtually no fiber, which is a crucial nutrient for digestive health. A diet high in bacon and other animal products can lead to constipation, bloating, and other gastrointestinal issues due to the lack of fiber. Additionally, without the inclusion of plant-based foods, the body may become deficient in key vitamins and minerals, such as vitamin C, magnesium, potassium, and folate, which are important for immune function, bone health, and overall well-being. A long-term deficiency in these nutrients can lead to weakened immune function, poor bone health, and other complications. The high sodium content in bacon is also a cause for concern. Bacon is typically cured with salt, which contributes to its salty flavor, but it also results in a very high sodium content. Excessive sodium intake is associated with high blood pressure, a major risk factor for heart disease and stroke. For individuals who already consume a high-sodium diet from processed meats like bacon, the risk of developing hypertension increases significantly. High blood pressure can damage the arteries, leading to cardiovascular problems, kidney damage, and other complications. For those following the carnivore diet, which often emphasizes the consumption of salty, processed meats, the risk of sodium-related health issues may be even greater. In addition to the heart and cancer risks, consuming bacon as a staple in a carnivore diet can contribute to other long-term health issues, including kidney strain. The high protein content of bacon places a significant burden on the kidneys, which must filter out the waste products created from protein metabolism. A diet that is excessively high in protein, such as one that includes large quantities of bacon, can increase the workload on the kidneys, potentially leading to kidney damage over time. For individuals with pre-existing kidney conditions or those at risk for kidney disease, the high protein and sodium intake associated with bacon consumption could accelerate kidney dysfunction. Even for healthy individuals, the long-term effects of consistently eating high-protein, high-fat foods like bacon are not fully understood, and some experts warn that it could contribute to kidney stones and other renal issues. Additionally, bacon's environmental impact cannot be ignored. The production of pork, which is the primary source of bacon, has a significant ecological footprint. Pork farming requires large amounts of land, water, and feed, and it contributes to greenhouse gas emissions, particularly methane. The environmental costs associated with raising pigs for bacon are considerable, and for those on the carnivore diet who consume large quantities of bacon and other animal products, the ecological footprint of their food choices becomes even more problematic. As the world faces the growing challenges of climate change and resource depletion, the environmental impact of a meat-heavy diet should be a consideration in the decision to regularly include bacon in one's eating habits. The over-reliance on bacon and other processed meats in the carnivore diet also poses the risk of developing metabolic and other chronic diseases. A diet that focuses predominantly on animal products, especially those that are high in fat and sodium like bacon, can lead to metabolic syndrome, obesity, and type 2 diabetes. These conditions are often the result of an imbalance between energy intake and expenditure, as well as an excess of unhealthy fats and sugars in the diet. While bacon provides a quick and easy source of calories, it may not offer the balanced nutrition that the body needs to maintain healthy metabolic function. Over time, consuming bacon regularly may contribute to weight gain and insulin resistance, increasing the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. In conclusion, while bacon may be a delicious and satisfying choice for those following the carnivore diet, its long-term health risks and negative consequences should not be overlooked. The high levels of saturated fat, sodium, and preservatives in bacon can contribute to heart disease, high blood pressure, and cancer. The lack of essential nutrients, particularly fiber, and the potential strain on the kidneys further highlight the concerns associated with eating bacon on a regular basis. Additionally, the environmental impact of pork production adds another layer of complexity to the decision to make bacon a dietary staple. If you are committed to the carnivore diet, it's important to carefully consider the potential risks of overconsuming bacon and to ensure that your diet remains balanced and mindful of your long-term health.